Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at the Android Wear 5.0.1 update on the LG G Watch, and this is to complement the Lollipop release on the phones. So finally the Android Wear platform has caught up. We'll see a lot of new improvements and bug fixes and some new features as well. I'm going to fast forward through the installation because there's nothing really to see, but as soon as that finishes I'll run through the operating system and show you guys what's new. Probably the best new feature is that the notification shade is now fully interactive, whereas before you could just drag it down to mute. Now you can drag it all the way down and actually interact with it. So here we are on the Android 5.0.1 operating system, and we're going to start by looking at what's new. So the first thing you'll notice is the notification shade, and it finally matches that of Lollipop, so it has interruption settings, so you can show all or just priority or none. And if you swipe to the right, you can access theater mode, and theater mode allows you to completely turn off the screen in case you're watching a movie or you're in a dark room. You can finally shut off the display quite easily if you're in the always on mode. Sunlight mode does the same thing, but in the opposite sense. It puts it at full brightness so that you can view it outside, and previously that was a little hard to access the brightness settings. Also, the fourth thing in the notification shade is the settings, and you can quickly access settings now. Changing the watch face is a little different now, but I'll show you guys more of that towards the end. What's nice is that no matter where you press on the notification shade, it cycles through them, so that makes it easier. If you go to the very end and go to settings, we can now see that we are on version 5.0.1, and I kept trying to open an Easter egg, but nothing happened. Maybe there is one, maybe there's not. Something interesting I found out is that if you click on build number, just like on the phones, you can open the developer options. So that can be useful if you want to access any ADB commands or install a custom ROM or something like that. The next thing that's been completely redesigned is the Google Now window. So they completely changed how it works. They supposedly prioritize based on your most used commands, and the settings are at the top now instead of at the bottom. But the starting applications manually setting is still at the bottom, so that doesn't really make things easier. To start an app easily, you still have to say start and then calculator for Google. So starting an app should be an easier process manually, but they don't seem to think that it's that important. Something interesting that they did is you can now change the watch faces from the application on your phone. So you can look through all of the installed applications from the new watch face store on the Play Store, and you can check the battery and the storage from the settings on the application. Those did not open for some reason. Maybe it's just a bug in the current version. The next thing that they changed is that now you can stop yourself from accidentally dismissing a card. You can go back and stop it from getting dismissed. The watch faces now have a recents area, so that if you're testing the difference between two watch faces, you don't have to scroll all the way back and forth every time. So that's mostly it for Android Wear 5.0.1. Please like, subscribe, and have fun.